Wow, so Bullet Train is a truly bonkers movie, but if you want to fully escape into a high-octane, star-studded world, then you are going to absolutely love Bullet Train. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Lifestyle Critic. I hope you're having a brilliant day. So in this video we are going to be reviewing Bullet Train, which is a high-speed action comedy movie, although it feels more like a comedy action movie than a true action comedy thriller about a chain of events that take place on this bullet train based on the novel of the same name by Kōtarō Isaka. And it's got some truly awesome sequences, and the star power in this movie literally is immense. And if you love all of the blood and the gore and you're already comfortable with it in The Boys, then you are going to have such a good time with Bullet Train, and I cannot wait to break it down for you in this movie review. So this film centers around his main lead character played by Brad Pitt, who is a trained assassin, and he was doing one last mission to retrieve a highly sought after briefcase on this bullet train. The only exception and twist to this tale is that this train is full of other assassins that are also after this highly sought after briefcase. Now, from a positive point of view, this movie has non-stop action. As every character is a bit of a trained assassin, pretty much every 10 minutes there's another action sequence. But not only that, it's actually a really funny movie as well. Some of the dialogue between certain characters is just absolute genius. You will literally be bursting out laughing. And whilst the storyline is relatively straightforward and not too complex, there are some really cool twists and turns. Especially the final act of this movie takes a massive turn that you really don't see coming. And it's really faithful to the novel that is based upon, so the big bad is obviously the White Death character, and is really true to that storyline, as well as being really faithful to its setting as well. So this high-speed bullet train is going from Tokyo to Kyoto, and there are certain sequences outside on the bullet train which is absolutely incredible, and there are really cool flashback sequences as well, so you really do find out a lot more about all of the different characters. And the fight sequences are really not afraid of really going there, so they really are down and dirty, and there's so much blood and gore as well. However, from a negatives point of view, even though this movie is really fun, I was expecting the storyline to be a little bit more sophisticated, to have a lot more jaw-dropping moments, and just to be a bit more complex and cool, but instead it goes for style over substance. And I also think, even though this movie is really funny, certain jokes don't land. And certain characters think they're a lot funnier than they are, but that being said, from a storyline point of view, this film is actually really fun. So one of the massive selling points of Bullet Train is its incredible cast, and they just use them all so well. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, of course, we have Brad Pitt, who is so good as a natural action leader, action star in this movie. True star presence, and I just feel like he's not only really good in all of the action sequences, he is actually really funny as well, and is just leading this movie so well, and is always on the phone with Sandra Bullock. And I think it's really nice how he was cameoing in Sandra Bullock's movie Lost City, and this time she is cameoing in his film, which is just such a nice touch. We've also got Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry, who are so wicked as a double act. Their humour and the comedic exchanges between these two characters are so good. They bounce off each other so fantastically. And I feel like Aaron Taylor-Johnson in particular has really cool action sequences with Brad Pitt's character. We've also got Joey King in this movie, and she is playing the most unlikable character ever. I mean, a lot of these characters are actually unlikable, as they do horrendous stuff, but I feel like Joey King's character in particular really will stab you in the back. We've also got Andrew Koji, who was most recently in Snake Eyes, and over here he is really bringing the emotion, as his storyline and his background and his flashbacks is actually really sad, but obviously we know that Andrew Koji is a brilliant martial artist, and he really does bring that in this film. We've also got Bad Bunny, who isn't in this movie that much, but I feel like his action sequence with Brad Pitt is really cool. We've also got Karen Fukuhara in this film, and I feel like it was such a wasted opportunity, as of course this actress is so talented and can actually do so much martial arts, as we've seen with the Kamiko character in The Boys, so they could have done so much more with this character. Hiroyuki Sanada is in this film as well. He of course played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, and over here he is bringing the great wise father perspective, and of course is really formidable on the battlefield as well. We've also got Michael Shannon and Zazie Beetz in this movie too, and we've also got so many awesome cameos which are so hilarious. So even though certain actors, they definitely could have used them and should have used their characters a lot more, on the whole they've got true star power, and all of the characters just battle each other really well in Bullet Train. So from a visuals point of view, they've definitely got their own unique style, and this movie is very inspired by Japanese action comedy films, and it really does tap into this really, really well. So you do actually feel like you really are on a bullet train, and I feel like actually this setting is really, really cool, as of course this train is zooming fast, so you can't really get off it, and it's so modern as well, which is really, really wicked for certain action sequences. Speaking of which, the fight choreography between all of these different characters is just so brilliant, and like I said, they aren't afraid to be really elaborate with all of them as well, so they look so wicked. And certain exchanges between certain characters, even during the fight sequences, is absolutely hilarious. So I actually feel they've done a really, really good job in terms of creating a brand new, unique entry as an action film. So from a comparisons point of view, this movie is very inspired by Quentin Tarantino and Edgar Wright, and it feels really, really similar to John Wick, Deadpool, The Marksman, Nobody, and like I said, The Boys as well, especially from all of the blood and gore perspective, but of course it is really unique in its addition to this genre as well. So overall, I had a really, really good time with Bullet Train. It was so wicked to be on this really, really cool bullet train and seeing all of these wicked characters just battling it out. Was really, really fun. I mean, I was expecting a little bit more in terms of depth and mind-blowing revelations, but you can't deny the fact that you're going to have so much fun with this film, as the cast are absolutely phenomenal, the setting is really, really cool, and all of the battle fight sequences are so good, and the final few moments of this movie is really, really crazy as well. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give Bullet Train a solid 7 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear what you thought of this film, so let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.